Hi there, I'm Courtney Friel coming to you from the KTLA studio. I really wish I could be presenting in person, but we all know things are different right now. It is my honor and pleasure to virtually welcome law enforcement officers, officials, and esteemed guests from Los Angeles County to the annual MADD Law Enforcement Recognition Virtual Awards. This event is designed to recognize the outstanding work of law enforcement professionals in DUI enforcement. Each arrest is a potential life saved, and MADD awards their service as they dedicate their lives to keeping our roads safe. For 40 years, Mothers Against Drunk Driving has been the nation's leader in an unwavering fight against this 100% preventable crime by changing the apathetic culture surrounding drinking and driving. Since 1980, highway deaths caused by drunk driving crashes have been cut in half. Consequently, this success has created a misconception that drunk driving is no longer a major issue. However, this is not the case. Drunk driving crashes remain a major cause of death and injuries on America's highways, with over 10,000 fatalities and 290,000 injuries annually, all of which are preventable. Here in California, there are over 1,000 DUI-related deaths annually. Drunk and drug driving comes with a cost and is one that robs us of mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, spouses, and friends. With the help of those who want a safer future, in 2006, MADD launched its campaign to eliminate drunk driving to end this danger on American roads. The campaign to eliminate drunk driving will get this nation to 0 deaths through equal parts prevention and invention. The 4 pillars of the campaign are: 1, high visibility law enforcement; 2, ignition interlock devices; 3, autonomous vehicle technology; and 4, driver alcohol detection systems for safety, or DADS. During this challenging and difficult period, the organization continues to provide free services to victims and families of drunk and drug driving and educational programs to discourage underage drinking. Programs and services are even being offered virtually to maintain and increase awareness and prevention. But MADD cannot do this without the help and support of people like you. So please join us in the $5 challenge and the One MADD California giving campaign. Funds raised through One MADD California will go toward the organization's victim services and research-based programs to continue their goal of no more victims. Statewide supporters can donate through the phone or online. Help us achieve MADD's mission to end drunk driving, help fight drug driving, support the victims of those violent crimes, and prevent underage drinking. At this time, we would like to present comments from the MADD National President, Ms. Helen Whitty.
Hello, I'm Helen Whitty. I'm the National President of Mothers Against Drunk Driving, and I'm here today in California, virtually, of course, to thank law enforcement for the work they do to keep everyone in this state so much safer. Without the work you do on our roads, there would be so many more victims. So MADD wants to recognize you today for the work you do on our roads and to thank you for what you do. I didn't come to MADD by my choice. I came here because of someone else's choice to drive after drinking alcohol and smoking marijuana. My 16-year-old daughter came home from high school one afternoon and was nervous. She said, "I'm going to go work off my stress. I'll put on my rollerblades. Don't worry, Mom, I'll be right back. I love you." And I never saw her again. That same day, another girl who had chosen to work her stress off with alcohol and marijuana ran my daughter down while my daughter was on that bike path. Our lives changed forever. My daughter's life ended, mine did not. And MADD was there to help me put back the pieces, but they also introduced me to the work that law enforcement does. I got to see firsthand the work you do on our roads that's so dangerous for you to do and yet saves so many lives. Thank you. MADD also introduced me to the detective who had notified me of my daughter's death. And I was able to see the work he does and to work with him to help stop this crime. So while everyone is here today to thank you and recognize you for the work you do on our roads, I'm also here today to thank you for the work you do off of our roads, for the work you do when you walk alongside a victim, when you take off that armor that you wear every day, I mean that emotional armor, and you take it off so that you can walk and talk with a victim. Thank you for that. You help us heal as well as saving our lives. So thank you.
A welcome from California State Executive Director, Patricia Riera.
Greetings, esteemed guests, sponsors, victims, and honorees. Welcome to MADD California's 2020 Virtual Law Enforcement Recognition event. My name is Patricia Riera. I am the California State Executive Director for Mothers Against Drunk Driving. It is MADD's California's honor to host and recognize you today. To our honorees, please accept this virtual recognition as just a small token of our appreciation, which validates and honors your contributions to keeping our streets safe. You are truly an essential part and a valuable member of the MADD California family. The MADD Law Enforcement Recognition Awards are an annual MADD event that recognizes excellence in DUI enforcement while creating awareness and community support for law enforcement efforts to eliminate impaired driving. This year, virtually, the event will recognize law enforcement honorees for the number of impaired driving arrests made annually. Each arrest is a life saved, and MADD California applaud your dedication to keep our roads safe. During 2019, MADD California staff and volunteers happily traveled all over California delivering MADD's core programs and services, all of which are free of charge to the public. These volunteer-based programs include, but are not limited to, victim advocacy, underage drinking prevention programs, community engagement, and the campaign to eliminate drunk driving. So what does MADD really do? That's a question that I get all the time. MADD provides services to victims and families of drunk and drug crashes at no cost, successfully lobby to support stronger drunk driving laws, deliver underage drinking prevention strategies to thousands of teens, and we are single-handedly responsible for changing the apathetic culture surrounding drinking and driving. This year, 2020, marks the 40th anniversary of MADD's impact across the country. Through the efforts of MADD, over the past 4 decades, highway deaths caused by drunk driving crashes have been cut in half. That's very impressive. However, drunk driving continues to be a leading cause of death and injuries in our country. Drunk driving has claimed the lives of over 1,000 people here in California alone in 2018. Every single one of those deaths is 100% preventable. As we celebrate MADD's 40th year anniversary as the grassroots organization that started the cultural revolution that made drunk and drug driving unacceptable, we ask that you acknowledge our heroes in law enforcement and take a stand with us at #OneMaddCalifornia to further a future with no more victims. In closing, I'd like to extend a special thank you to our sponsors, community partners, and the district attorney's offices. Thank you for your continued support of MADD's efforts. Again, to all of the honorees, it is our honor to acknowledge your outstanding leadership in saving lives. Keep up the good work, and congratulations.
Now, help me welcome Long Beach City Prosecutor and MADD Southern California Advisory Board Chairman, Doug Halbert.
I'm Long Beach City Prosecutor Doug Halbert. I also have the honor of serving as the Advisory Board Chairman for Mothers Against Drunk Driving here in Southern California. Behind me is the Governor George Deukmejian Courthouse right here in Long Beach, where every month over 100 DUI cases are handled. The job that you do on the streets to make all of us safe is so important, and we're winning the war against drunk and impaired driving. We're doing it because of you. The efforts that you put in, the sacrifice that you put in is paying off. But on behalf of everyone here in Long Beach, on behalf of myself and my office and my family, personally, I want to thank you for all that you do. You are making a difference. Keep up the great work, and congratulations.
Next, opening remarks from Georgina Aviles, Senior Program Manager for MADD Southern California.
Thank you for joining MADD's 2020 Law Enforcement Recognition Virtual Awards. My name is Georgina Aviles, Senior Program Manager for MADD Southern California. Today we are here to honor real heroes, hardworking men and women of law enforcement who work diligently to remove drunk and drug drivers from our roadways. Despite our current pandemic, we at MADD want to make sure we thank you, and it is our pleasure to honor you here today. Law enforcement represents the first prong of our campaign to end drunk driving. The high visibility of law enforcement, the amount of arrests reported in 2019 from Los Angeles, Orange, and Tri-Counties were a combined total of 23,391 arrests in Southern California, a 5% increase from last year and a remarkable number. So once again, thank you for all your efforts to keep our roadways safe. Sadly, drunk and drug driving continues to be a leading cause of injuries on our nation's roadways. MADD won't stop until drunk driving does, because one empty seat at the table is one too many. With your help, we will arrive at our destination of 0 deaths and injuries. Together, we will see our dream of no more victims. If you know of someone who has been impacted by a drunk or drug driver, contact MADD's 24-hour victim helpline at 877-MADD-HELP. At this time, I would like to thank officers and deputies from CHP, Downey PD, LAPD, the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department, Orange County Sheriff's Department, Oxnard PD, Port Hueneme PD, Torrance PD, Ventura PD, and the Ventura Sheriff's Department. These departments are actively volunteering at MADD victim impact panels as guest speakers, along with collaborating with MADD's underage drinking prevention workshops and MADD's signature event, Walk Like MADD, within their community. I would like to take a moment to thank our MADD Southern California sponsors, Uber, Port of Long Beach, State Farm, Association for Los Angeles Deputy Sheriffs, Automobile Club of Southern California, Orange County Realtors, Police Officers Association with Westminster, Buena Park, and Whittier. On behalf of MADD Southern California, congratulations to all the honorees. We could not accomplish what we do without law enforcement. Your efforts validate that you care about our vision to eliminate drunk and drug driving crashes. It is our honor to acknowledge your efforts in saving lives, and we're looking forward to seeing you at next year's Law Enforcement Recognition event. Thank you.
Next up, Jackie Lacey with the Los Angeles District Attorney's Office would like to share a few words.
My office is fortunate to have the long-standing support of the MADD organization. MADD provides a valuable support system for the families of victims in homicides and other criminal cases involving impaired drivers. I greatly appreciate that MADD has been at the ready for these families. Early in my career as a deputy district attorney, I was recognized by MADD for successfully prosecuting a vehicular manslaughter case. The defendant in my case should have known the dangers of driving under the influence. She had been charged with that crime on an earlier occasion. The difficulties I experienced in trying that case led me to Sacramento. There I helped draft a new state law that removes significant roadblocks to prosecuting DUI-related homicides. Today, my commitment remains as strong as ever. When it became clear that voters would legalize cannabis in our state, I began working to protect pedestrians, drivers, and their passengers from this new danger. I established a specialized unit to provide the legal expertise needed to aggressively investigate and prosecute crimes committed by drivers impaired by cannabis. These experts address the emerging legal challenges that come with driving under the influence of drug cases. I share MADD's goal of stopping impaired driving and reducing alcohol and drug-related fatalities and injuries. All we want is for our loved ones to come home safely every single day. That's why I strongly support MADD in making that goal a reality for all of us. I stand with One MADD California to end impaired driving.
At this time, I'd like to introduce Ron Hernandez, President of the Association for Los Angeles Deputy Sheriffs.
Hello, my name is Ron Hernandez, President of the Association for Los Angeles Deputy Sheriffs. Welcome to the 40th anniversary of the Mothers Against Drunk Driving Law Enforcement Recognition Awards. I am proud to be associated with this organization and all the good that they do. This year, due to COVID-19, MADD decided to turn this program into a virtual event to keep us all safe. Today is the first of a week-long series of awards programs conducted by MADD throughout the state. MADD asks you to join these meaningful virtual events and to take a stand against drunk driving. During this challenging and difficult period, the organization continues to provide the free services to victims and families of drunk and drug driving and programs to discourage underage drinking. But MADD cannot do this without the help and support of people like you. Please join us in the $5 challenge and giving campaign. Funds raised through what is called #OneMaddCalifornia will go toward the organization's research-based programs to continue their goal, which is to keep our roadways safe. Impaired driving is one of the deadliest crimes in this country, accounting for more than 10,000 traffic-related deaths in 2019 alone. We're glad to stand with this grassroots organization, and we encourage you to use prevention strategies and rideshare options to end impaired driving. Each arrest is a life saved, and MADD awards the service of our men and women who dedicate their lives to keeping our roads safe.
Thank you, Mr. Hernandez. We are honored to have Los Angeles County stand with MADD. Now we will tell you a story that MADD knows all too well. We begin with our mission moment and the reason why MADD was founded and exists today to honor and serve victims and survivors. Introducing Deidre Simpson as the honorary victim speaker.
Hi, my name is Deidre Simpson Johnson. My son, Brandon Simpson, was killed July 28, 2017 to a drunk and impaired driver. The driver ran the red light going 80 miles per hour, sideswiped him, hit him dead on his door, and unfortunately he didn't make it. He died at the scene. The driver behind him, thank God, stayed there and intercepted him, so when the police came, they were able to catch him. My word is just, please don't drink and drive. He had so much life ahead of him. He had just finished school. He was getting ready to start his plumbing business. He had picked out his name. Him and his brother was going to do the paperwork to start his business. But all of that was just taken away in a matter of seconds due to someone who just had no regard for life. So just please don't drink and drive. I just want to thank MADD, which is Mothers Against Drunk Driving, for the drunk drivers that are out there. If it wasn't for them, I don't know what I would have done. They have been a great support for me, and they have given me this platform to share his story. And again, big shout out to MADD. Thank you.
Thank you, Deidre, for sharing your family's tragic story. As we transition to our next presenters, please note by donating to MADD California, you can help MADD create a future with no more victims. Currently, critical funds are needed to continue MADD California's underage drinking prevention programs and victim services. Statewide supporters can participate in the $5 challenge and donate via phone or online. At this time, we begin our awards ceremony for officers whose official responsibilities include so much more than DUI enforcement. Arresting dangerous drivers with such consistency is remarkable. For our first awards, we have the Deuce awardees with up to 49 DUI arrests. A round of virtual applause for our Deuce awardees here shown on the screen. Up next, we have the MADD Awards allotted to those law enforcement officers with 50 to 99 DUI arrests. A round of virtual applause for our MADD awardees here shown on the screen. We will now award the top arresting officers from each department. A round of virtual applause for our top arresting officers from each department here shown on the screen. Next up, we have our Century Award recipients. These were officers with 100 or more DUI arrests in 2019. Los Angeles Police Department Central Traffic Division Officer Kenneth Chan, Officer Jonathan Fink, Officer Justin Coors, Officer Jose Pleates, Los Angeles Police Department South Traffic Division Officer Gilmar Carranza, Officer Joseph Cha, Officer Anthony Travado, Los Angeles Police Department Valley Traffic Division Sergeant Ronald Alberca, Officer Christopher Carr, Officer David DeWeber, Officer Willie Durr, Officer Dagoberto Espino, Officer Stephen Griffith, Officer Jeremy Miller, Officer Derek Mousseau, Officer Ryan Schaefer, Officer Van Thompson, Officer Salvador Torres, Officer Salvador Venegas Acosta, Los Angeles Police Department West Traffic Division Officer Diego Aguilar, Officer Bert Castaneda, Officer Alex Castillo, Officer Angel Cervantes, Officer Christian Sanchez, Officer Daniel Shinjo, Officer Ian Wong, Los Angeles Sheriff's Department Malibu and Los Hills Deputy Eric Treadway, Los Angeles Sheriff's Department Santa Clarita Deputy Chris Morgan. Please give a round of virtual applause for our Century Award winners. Now we have our Double Century Award recipients. These were officers with 200 or more DUI arrests in 2019. Los Angeles Police Department Valley Traffic Division Officer Daryl Blackhall, Officer Eric Holtz, Officer Deshaun Parker, Officer Zachary Stober. Please give a virtual round of applause for our Double Century Award winners. It is now time to honor the top arresting officer from Los Angeles County. Please join me in virtually applauding and viewing comments from our top arresting officers. With 247 arrests, Officer Eric Holtz with the Los Angeles Police Department Valley Traffic Division. Congratulations to all of our honorees. We have one special thank you to our law enforcement agencies from MADD California Victims and Volunteers.
Hi, my name is Dana Pereira and I am a committed volunteer for MADD California, and I would like to take the time out of my day today to thank you, officers and law enforcement, for doing all that you can to fight this mission with me. Thank you.
Thank you. Your dedication and commitment to our community safety is greatly appreciated.
And congratulations to all the award winners today. We appreciate everything you do for our community.
Hello, my name is Lily Trujillo and I am a MADD volunteer. I am also the fundraiser to Raising Kills. I'd like to take a moment to thank law enforcement for keeping the roads safe and let you know how much you appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you all for your hard work and dedication to making our community safe. We appreciate your efforts very much and we support you 100%. Keep up the great work and please stay safe out there on our streets and highways. Thank you once again.
For the last decade, I have tried to do my part as a MADD victim impact speaker. I am so grateful to law enforcement for doing more than their part, patrolling roadways at their own peril to keep us safe from drunk drivers. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Tammy. I just want to thank all the officers out there that keep our roadways safe. Thank you very much.
Hi, we just wanted to thank all the law enforcement and especially to the CHPs for keeping the streets safe. And this is our way of appreciating them. So, here you go. We love you, Jimbo!
Law enforcement, just wanted to say thank you. My name is Nadine Dorado. I am a victim, and one day is not enough to thank you all for all your hard work and dedication that you provide on the front lines. April 30th, 2017 was a day that changed my life, and because of you, I'm here. Thank you.
In a time of need, the law enforcement people in the state of Nevada and California are there to help you and really helped us in a time when we lost our daughter. Thank you very much. We appreciate everything you did for us.
Thank you to Huntington Police Department that stood with us through it all. It was much appreciated and very, very important to do. Thank you.
Thank you to all the officers out there for what you guys do. Really appreciate it. Much thanks to you guys and prayers to what you guys do. Thank you.
My name is Dedra Johnson. My son was Brandon Simpson, and I just wanted to thank the CHP and the Highway Patrol and the LA Fire Department for coming to try and assist him on his tragic night.
Hi, my name is Betty Johnston. In January 2018, my son was coming home. He was in the carpooling off the 55 and the 5 freeway transitional period, and a drunk driver hit him, collided with him, and killed him. The DUI driver was in the carpool lane going the wrong way over 100 miles an hour. I just want to say thank you to all the CHP officers and all the officers and everybody who was involved trying to prevent this collision. I also want to thank all the officers who took time off from their work schedule to come to all the pre-trials and the trial itself. Thank you to all of you who tried to prevent this collision from happening, and I just want to say thank you to everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is all the awards that we have for you today. We want to thank all of our sponsors, supporters, volunteers, MADD staff, community leaders, and most of all, law enforcement officers who protect our roadways day in and day out. We are creating a social movement of #OneMaddCalifornia, a tribute to our 40th anniversary with you as the grassroots organization that started the cultural revolution that made drunk driving unacceptable. We ask communities to stand with MADD for #NoMoreVictims. This is a necessary opportunity to raise precious funds for the community services MADD provides. As mentioned, these services are victim advocacy for victims and survivors of drunk and/or drugged driving crashes, underage drinking prevention education for parents and teens, and working with law enforcement and/or legislators to eliminate impaired driving. MADD California staff and volunteers travel all over the Southern California region delivering these community services, all of which are free of charge to the public. Statewide supporters can support One MADD California through the phone or online. Additionally, your program books are digitally available on the site, and the event will continuously be available through this site at MADD California on Facebook and YouTube for your family and friends to view. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day.